Okay, now you can hear me. I fixed it. Alright. Let's go! Hide your moms, hide your grandmas, hide your aunts, your uncles. Definitely hide your kids. Your kids shouldn't be listening to me anyway. We're getting ready to start the show.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm bad. Do it, no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, always swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah, cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
There we go. I fixed it. I just had an update on my computer, and they decided to revert back to the original microphone for some reason. So it's fixed. I know y'all can't. When you catch up, you'll hear me. I'm just waiting for y'all to catch up. But I just had an update right before this live stream, and all my mics and all my inputs and outputs have been busted. They reverted it back to the original mic, so I had to set it. I figured it was going to have that problem because I had the problem with the starting soon section. Yeah, they're working my damn nerves too, Amber Chick. Not gonna lie. What is this stream about? What's the title? The title is Blind React to Illuminautti's video about Machine Gun Kelly. It's a video by Illuminaughtii on Machine Gun Kelly. I was running a little bit late, so I couldn't put the exact title of it. But the title will be updated when I, But MGK is my second husband. I'm sorry, Kayla. Well, that's a typo. Where is the typo? Where's the typo? Mezend. Where's the typo? Blind react to... Where's the typo? Hold on. So where's the typo? I know, I'm a typo too. It says blind. Oh, well, that's all right. It'll be a bind react. Whatever. Yes, because the L is going to completely derail this whole damn live stream. You're right. Yes. God forbid. God forbid. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, so for all you grammatical people out there, I fixed it. No, we fixed it. I don't want to bother anybody. Just saying. So. Oh, Amber Chick, you would say some shit like that, wouldn't you? Okay, so it's changed the L now. All right, hold on, let me set it up.
Incident by Rolling Stone, he told them, I put my...
These up... I hate this new YouTube update.
You may have heard of...
Stop. You may have heard of... There we go. All right. I hate YouTube's new update. I hate it. Yeah, and that's fine. I like Illuminaughtii. Just saying. And that's fine. I don't mind knowing people's past. It's what I do is my job. Yeah, Rennie, let's not bring that. Let's not do that. Her dog is a cutie. Yes, Frau, her dog is a cutie. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
You may have heard of Machine Gun Kelly through his crazy antics on stage, his legendary feud with Eminem, or his new engagement to Megan Fox. Or more recently, if you're like me and you've been on TikTok, it's for his absolutely tone-deaf covers of Paramore and Linkin Park. But as he has continued to grow his career as both a musician and actor, it hasn't been without concerns and controversies. From blaming a security guard for getting in the way of a bottle during...
Not gonna lie, I learned about Machine Gun Kelly with his feud with Eminem. Which Rap Devil wasn't that bad, but... When I saw his interview on, wasn't Hot 97, it was, what's his name's on there? But anyway, I saw the interview on one of the radio stations, and I wanted to jump through the screen at him.
During a fight to calling
What's up,
young
Hamdi?
underage girls hot, it seems there's no end to his outlandish hot takes. So, who is Machine Gun Kelly? Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Corporate Casket. I'm the Illuminaughtii, and today we're going to be talking about Machine Gun Kelly and a little bit of the music industry as a whole. Now, recently Machine Gun Kelly and his relationship with actress Megan Fox has made some headlines, and their bizarre relationship has led them to become one of the most interesting aspects.
Okay, I will say this about their relationship. They remind me of back in the day, oh my God, the chick that was married to Brad Pitt, and when she was married to that one dude that she ended up getting the tattoo of. Oh my God. Beautiful woman. They just got divorced. Who's the chick that was married to Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton? Their relationship reminds me on how Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton were. every event that they were in together, they were making out, they were all over each other, they swapped blood, they did everything. This is like the modern day Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton.
Of Hollywood gossip currently. After their engagement, Megan Fox posted on Instagram that the couple had drank each other's blood following the engagement. They've also called their relationship demonic, and Megan gave MGK a vial of her blood to wear around his neck. Their engagement is one of the most talked about events of the year. But while their, let's say, interesting relationship dynamic seems to be everywhere, people don't seem to know how exactly we got here. How did Machine Gun Kelly suddenly become one of the most talked about?
Yeah, they're the modern day Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. Yes, modern day. Like as in today's time in 2022 or in the 2020s versus, oh my God, when was Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie? I want to say it was the 90s or early 2000s. Yes, so modern day. Yes.
About celebrities in the world. What's with his bizarre antics? Why does the industry seem to avoid his consistent comments on underage
2005,
girls and seemingly continue
Early
a string of
2000s.
lawsuits? Well, let's find out and dive a little deeper. Machine Gun Kelly, whose real name is Colson Baker, was born in Houston, Texas. But his parents moved around often, and according to him, he lived in over a dozen places in his childhood. He describes his father as a super Christian, and his traveling lifestyle in his childhood can be largely attributed to his father being a missionary. According to MGK, his mother left the
I would have never guessed that his father was a missionary. I would have never guessed.
family when he was only 9 years old, and he doesn't have a relationship with her. He says his life growing up with his father was difficult. While they lived in Denver with his aunt, his father fought both depression and unemployment. According to a First Avenue article written about his background and experiences when he was younger, he split his time between wearing two school outfits and being bullied by the neighborhood kids. After years of enduring bullying, MGK says he used his words to fight back. It was inspired by DMX's We Right Here and began using rap as an outlet to express how he was feeling. But according to him, he also had multiple instances of getting in trouble with the law at a young age. He says he faced felony charges when he was 14 years old for unspecified crimes, though according to Rolling Stone, he does have a song that suggests he shot up a car in a jealous rage. While speaking with a Rolling Stone reporter, MGK told them, "I will never forget my dad's face when I was in that courtroom. I was chained to like 8 other homies too. Not my homies, just random dudes." There's not really much information on this part of his life or what happened with.
Oh, what's up, Alyssa? Sin.
The supposed felony charges, so we're just gonna move on. Unfortunately, life seemed to keep throwing curveballs at MGK, and when he was in high school, his father left and moved to Kuwait, leaving the young MGK behind to live in a neighbor's basement. He says that this is when he began to experiment with drugs.
I guess so. He didn't have. Oh my God. Yeah, that how that homies was spelled. I'm like, they spell it like that? I always spell it HOMIE. I never seen it spelled EYS. But yeah, he got left in his in a neighbor's basement to live.
And getting into more trouble. This is also the same time that he would record his first demo. When describing this time in his life, he says, "It was terrible, but I thought it was cool." Then, as just a freshman in high school, he stopped going to school. But soon, his father moved him to Kuwait, where according to First Avenue, he got into even more trouble, though they don't specify what kind of trouble exactly. Eventually, MGK and his father moved back to the United States and finally settled in Cleveland, Ohio, where he now proudly claims to be his home. This is where his career truly began to grow. There, he got his first manager and began growing a fan base in Cleveland. He claims that his fan base were actually the ones that gave him the name because of his rapid-fire delivery. Then in 2009, he
He's not that great of a rapper. He's not like, I mean, he's not bad. Rap Devil wasn't bad, but he's not like top tier. I'm just saying. He's in my own personal opinion, he's not yeah. No. No.
He got the chance to go to the famous Apollo Theater in New York to perform in a talent show. He told First Avenue, "We drove straight from Ohio and stood in..."
Well, okay. So, okay, Advent, if that's who you like, I don't really care for Tech 9 either. I mean, Tech 9's not bad. I don't put him, he's not top 5. Let's put it that way. He's not even top 10 for me, to be honest. Tech 9's not even top 10 for me.
line for 10 hours. I got booed as soon as I walked on the Apollo stage. But the booing didn't seem to faze the young Machine Gun Kelly, as he became the first rapper in the Apollo talent show's history to win. Not just once, but twice. From there, the music industry began to take notice, and he was awarded Best Midwest Artist in 2010 at the Underground Music Awards. And his song and music video, Alice in Wonderland, won Best Music Video that same year at Ohio Hip Hop Awards.
Okay, so he didn't quit. That's good. That's a good thing.
All of this was happening months after his dad had kicked him out of the house. He had his first child at 18 and was working at Chipotle to pay the bills. But only 1 year...
I will say this about him. He loves his kid. Now, I saw something... I want to say it was like a documentary or something like that with him. And I don't think it was a full-fledged documentary. I don't think so. But he loves his kid. He does. Good daddy. He loves his kid.
Later, all of his work seemed to finally pay off. In 2011, he was signed by Interscope Records, and the very same year, he won MTV's Hottest Breakthrough MC. From this point on, Machine Gun Kelly's career has only grown. He has starred in multiple movies, won a variety of awards, and has become a relatively household name in the music industry and beyond. But his success has not come without some controversy or hardships. He has been extremely open about his struggles with addiction and even told Rolling Stone magazine that he was shocked that he beat the curse of 27. This refers to multiple famous musicians like Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, and Amy Winehouse, who died when they were 27 years old, usually for either drug addiction or suicide. But as he pointed out, trouble just seems to keep finding him. He has dealt with various lawsuits in his career and raised quite a few eyebrows with his multiple comments about underage girls. So, what's going on with Machine Gun Kelly?
Oh yeah, yeah, here we go.
In 2012, Machine Gun Kelly was reportedly in a massive bar fight with people in Florida. When asked about the incident by Rolling Stone, he told them, "I put my hands on a 400-pound bouncer whose job is to whoop people's asses like mine, and he sued me for $2 million. Well, that's not exactly what happened, at least not according to the bouncer or the lawsuit. According to William Long, the security guard involved, Machine Gun Kelly either threw or used a liquor bottle as a weapon against him. William Long claimed that Machine Gun Kelly sliced his finger with the bottle, which led him to spend 8 days in the hospital and have 2 separate surgeries.
That's one hell of a slice of a bottle. Wait, what?
Sliced his finger with the bottle, which led him to spend 8...
Okay, hold on. Long explained that the MGK threw a bottle at him and the shrapnel nearly sliced off his finger. Oh, okay. Now I understand the 8 days in the hospital. All right, got it.
Days in the hospital and have 2 separate surgeries. In response, Mr. Long filed a lawsuit against MGK. While he does admit to throwing the bottle, he claims that he did not intend the bottle to hit any person in particular.
I'm going to be honest, Advent. He's not my top 5.
And that the bottle actually hit the DJ and not the security guard William Long. I'm not personally understanding how that makes the situation any better, but okay. MGK pointed out during the legal battle that Mr. Long had admitted to being hit with bottles before during his 35-year career as a security guard and alluded that it was Mr. Long's fault that he was hit by a bottle because he should have known not to intervene. But after 2 years of litigation with the trial set for November 2014, the two parties decided they would settle the lawsuit to avoid a trial. I could not find exact specifications of the lawsuit settlement, but the two decided on a confidential agreement. Only 1 month later, the Jasmine brand reported that Machine Gun Kelly found himself back in court again for the same incident after William Long accused him of fraud. According to court documents, Mr. Long accused Machine Gun Kelly of acting falsely, fraudulently, willfully, and in bad faith when he verbally agreed to the original settlement. Mr. Long claimed that Machine Gun Kelly had no intention of actually signing the settlement agreement and merely suggested it in hopes to delay the trial. Following the complaint, the judge ordered Machine Gun Kelly to appear for a trial date in December. Unfortunately, I could not find any follow-up details on the case, but given that he claimed the security guard sued him for $2 million, I would think he actually had to pay some sort of settlement. Regardless of the final results, this was not the only thing that happened.
How are you going to suggest a settlement and then not sign the paperwork for the settlement? If he was willing to go the distance and sue your ass and go to court, don't you think if you don't sign the settlement paperwork, they might go, hold up, homie with a Y? No. I'm just saying.
Happened with Machine Gun Kelly in 2014. That same year, Machine Gun Kelly would hold his first EST Fest. EST stands for Everyone Stands Together, and the 3-day festival had 7 stages and musicians and DJs from a variety of genres. The event brought in anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 fans, depending on who you ask, and was by most accounts a massive success. In fact, it was considered to be so successful that Machine Gun Kelly continues to hold the festival in Cleveland every year. However, the event wasn't a success for everyone. In a 2015 Cleve Scene article, they described the horrific experiences of people who worked the event and spent the next year trying to gain the money they were owed for their labor. The story follows 2 workers in particular, Elizabeth Russell and Jeff Walters, who worked as staging techs at the festival. In the beginning, they were told they would earn $1,800 for working 9 days on the site, which $1,800 for 9 days doesn't seem that bad. That is, if they actually got paid. According to Cleve Scene, rumors were spreading around the festival crew only 2 days into setting up that no one was going to be paid and that something was up with the money. Apparently, they claimed this isn't entirely uncommon for independent music festivals. Sometimes things happen and the money comes.
Oh, hell no. You're not going to work me and then not pay me. Oh, no. No.
Comes in late, but at least usually the money comes in. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't, as we saw with Fire Festival, which we've talked about previously.
Yeah.
But despite the rumors, Russell and Walters continued to do their work, convinced that even if their paycheck was a little late, it would come eventually. However, before that could even become a concern, they were first required to live on the grounds of the festival for 9 days. They stayed in the woods during the event and traded 24/7 shifts to monitor the dome and the equipment. Russell says the work became so exhausting that they barely had time to sleep or eat and told Cleve Scene that it got to the point where it was like, is this even worth it? I feel it wasn't. I feel we got fucked, excuse my French. Then, at the end of the event, their pay was due on August 3rd, 2014, but it didn't come. Not only did Russell and Walters not get paid, but the techs, the electrical team, the equipment providers, the venue also never got the money they were owed. No one seemed to know what was going on, where their money was, or even who was supposed to be paying them. Their invoices seemed to be lost, and somehow they weren't even sure who was officially in charge of the festival. A few weeks later, all of those
That's so bad. Although I will say Fire Festival was like a lot worse. A lot worse. You had people out there starving in the middle of the ocean on an island. Shit.
Involved with the event production were told they needed to send invoices to Livin' Legends LLC, a group they'd never heard of before. Livin' LLC was a promotions team for Machine Gun Kelly and was widely responsible for his touring success. Despite this, as the weeks continued to go by, the lawsuits started to roll in. The park where the event was held even sued Living Legends LLC for breach of contract after failure to pay the park's event fee. But despite the continued effort by the crew and the managers of the festival to recoup money and settlements that they were owed for days of grueling work at a festival that took an estimated $300,000 as of 2015, no one got paid. I couldn't find any updates to the situation, but hopefully people eventually got their money. If not, it is curious how the situation wasn't a bigger deal. I could only find one article describing the lawsuits and stories of the unpaid employees. I find this to be kind of curious, but anyway, this is not the first or last time Machine Gun Kelly has found his name connected with lawsuits. Granted, this one is not entirely his fault, but the festival is still tied with his name all the same. Even so, he faced two.
Well, I mean, obviously somebody fucked up when people weren't getting paid. I'm just saying, somebody fucked up. I mean, it could have just had his name on it and he didn't actually put it together. But somebody in that establishment fucked up.
more lawsuits in 2019 and 2021, one of them coming from his own business partner. In 2019, it was reported that James McMillan, Machine Gun Kelly's business partner and an entertainment lawyer, was suing him for breach of contract for allegedly refusing to participate in a merchandise agreement and breaking an exclusivity agreement with McMillan. McMillan and MGK started Est19XX LLC, an entertainment company, together in 2011 after McMillan helped to establish the deal between MGK and Interscope Records the same year. But according to the lawsuit, MGK began to do business with a different company called MGK Media Group LLC, breaking the exclusivity agreement he held with McMillan. Additionally, the lawsuit claims that MGK's refusal to participate in a merchandising deal could cost Est19XX to lose $800,000.
Oh.
So far, there have not been any updates to the lawsuit, and Machine Gun Kelly and his team have refused to comment. So we'll see what happens here. Now, as for 2021, MGK found himself in yet another legal battle, but this time for elder abuse, assault, and battery. John Tilley, a disabled parking lot attendant in Los Angeles, filed a complaint against Machine Gun Kelly for allegedly pushing and threatening him at Studio City along with a group of his friends. The lawsuit described Tilley as a 49-year-old veteran with a disability limitation and a sensitive, soft-spoken, gentle, quiet person. It claims that the altercation with MGK began when Tilley learned that he and his friends, who were filming in the bank's parking lot, did not have permission to be there. Upon learning this, he asked him and his friends to leave multiple times. Then, according to Tilley,
Yeah. Oh my God. Here we go. Being a bad boy. Whew.
asking them to leave the premises repeatedly, MGK pushed him and began yelling threats. After the incident, Tilley claims that he tried to serve MGK with the lawsuit an astonishing 19 times. And when he was unable to do so, he eventually published the complaint in the Los Angeles Daily Journal in an attempt to get his attention. However, when the deadline came for MGK...
Okay. Now I understand MGK, he dresses different. I respect it, okay? Because usually his outfits are pretty damn good. I will give him that. I don't even care. I think he looks good with the nail polish and the different earrings he wears. But this right here, this got to go. Like, that would look good, like a smaller version, like a nose ring or something. But this? No. I'm down for everything else. It's just this. He's a bad boy. Skip, he's a bad boy. He's a homie with a Y. Bad boys can be skinny too. Just because he's ultra slim, ain't nothing wrong with it. He's just ultra slim. That's all. Remember them Virginia Slim cigarettes? I don't even know if they make them anymore. But those Virginia Slim cigarettes that were really, really thin, that's Machine Gun Kelly. He's a Virginia Slim. That's all. He's just a skinny little thing. Leave that man alone. Not everybody's got meat on their bones. Bless his heart. Skip is like, you're right. Ultra Slim is okay. Amber Took's like, I don't like them little cigarettes and I don't like this. Oh, do they still make them? I don't know. I haven't smoked a Virginia Slim in 20 years. Oh, yeah, he's real tall. He's tall, dude.
To respond to the lawsuit, he hadn't. Why? Well, he blames the presence of fake news stories about him in the media. In a court filing from MGK's lawyer obtained by Rolling Stone, he asked the judge to set aside the default of the claim and allow MGK to fight it, arguing that MGK missed the deadlines by accident. A sworn statement said, "As a result of my profession, there are many stories, accounts, reports, and other write-ups citing my name, state Machine Gun Kelly, that purport to describe activities in which I have been involved. When I followed them regularly, I found..."
Spicy. Spicy! Calm yourself. Okay? She's talking about Machine Gun Kelly needs a shower and she don't want to listen to a Q-tip sing. Ma'am, calm yourself. Calm yourself, ma'am. What did Taylor say? Yeah, there's nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do that could be worse than a good gust of wind. Taylor! Okay, listen, y'all. Listen, I had to, okay, look. The other day in another live stream, all right, I went up on, I guess you would call a panel, but it wasn't like how most people run panels, you know, jumped up in Discord, started talking. I had to defend our chat, okay? Your boy, Willie Mack, was talking smack about y'all, but I had to defend you and told him that our chat is filled with Christian mingle, okay? That we are a good Christian chat. I need y'all to keep that up, okay? I defended y'all against Willie Mack, all right? So I need y'all to get your shit together. Spicy, stop. Every chick's like, Willie better watch his mouth.
Found that many of the publications ranged from false to only partially true. These publications occur sometimes multiple times each day. As a result, I no longer make it common practice to read publications about me or those that cite to my entertainment name Machine Gun Kelly to determine whether or not something therein is truthful, newsworthy, or should place me on notice. Regardless of the reasoning, MGK claims he didn't even notice the law.
I mean, it worked for Trump. Trump was able to say fake news, fake news, fake news, and people believed it. So, I mean, you know, Machine Gun Kelly was just ahead of his time a little bit. Or actually, nope, right on time. He's like, Donald Trump can do it, I can do it too, shit.
Suit until after the date for him to respond had already passed. Then he got himself a lawyer and, of course, adamantly denies the allegations against him. This excuse seemed to work, though.
Yeah, Skip was in that chat going, well, we are a little filthy. I defended y'all, okay? I want you to realize I defended y'all. The bus driver defended y'all. Me. Just remember that shit. Spicy, we know you a proud little hussy. We know. Oh, we know. We definitely know. Absolutely, 100%. All right, let's keep going with this.
As he was eventually granted the extension to gather his legal team and fight the lawsuit instead of it going to default. For now, this lawsuit is currently pending, so we don't have any updates to give you, but once again, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. While MGK seems to have a plethora of legal issues, whether directly or indirectly involving him, perhaps the biggest stain on his career and most widespread criticism has come from his continuous, inappropriate comments about minors. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and place...
Okay, now I didn't know he's done this numerous times. I've heard of one time. I didn't know he did that numerous times. So this, I'm gonna get some new information out of this. I mean, y'all are a bunch of hussies. But, I mean, I have to keep the reputation of this channel intact, okay? Listen, y'all being hussies is our little secret. Not everybody got to know, all right? Don't nobody got to know our business. We keep that in-house, all right? We keep that in-house. Don't nobody got to know our business. I know y'all hussies. Okay? We keep them problems in-house. Damn it. Don't be running around snitching. What's wrong with y'all? All right, so let's hear about these kids. We get or underage, because I don't know, like their kid. I don't know. I only remember one instance, and I think it was like a 16-year-old girl. Still gross. I understand that, but I only know about one incident. I didn't know there was like multiple. So we're gonna have to watch this because I didn't know about like multiple.
The sponsors for today's episode here, because this is just a fair warning. We're going to talk about him sexualizing minors and the comments and things he's tweeted and said about people under the age of 18, and it's gross. So if you're not in the right headspace to hear about this, this is your warning. Sponsor segments about, 2.5, 3 minutes long. This is your warning. If you're here after that, you know exactly what we're going to talk about. So that's your heads up.
All right, that's your heads up, because I'm about to skip the sponsor thing. For people who need warnings. All right. Act like ladies in the chat. The damn bus drivers. Well, I am a lady. I'm just, maybe not socially acceptable as a lady, but I am a lady. And you know what? My character on ESO proves it because she has that title. Thank you. Thank you. Right?
Now, given the topic we're about to discuss, some instances of inappropriate comments towards underage girls and the sexual assault of minors, if this is a little too much for you, again, last warning, just feel free to just kind of skip the rest of this episode if we're being honest. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, before I get into the multiple instances that Machine Gun Kelly has made inappropriate and frankly extremely concerning and disgusting comments about minors, I want to talk about the music industry as a whole.
Kiki Ray, I'm telling you now, Amber Chick does not know how to act. That's her whole shtick. She does not know how to act. Believe me, with the multiple conversations I've had with Amber Chick, she does not know how to act. As a matter of fact, most of my audience doesn't know how to act. I don't even halfway know how to act. Whew! If you're looking for people to know how to act, this is not the place. I'm just saying.
Unfortunately, there has been a long-standing pattern of the music industry and people within it either supporting relationships between adult men and minor girls, ignoring these relationships, or honestly just even promoting them in music. We have seen plenty of times how this can lead to dangerous situations for these young girls. The rock industry has a long history of music and even relationships that involve older men and younger girls dating.
And they've made plenty of song about it. Yes, it has the music industry. And I can only speak for this country. I don't know how it is in other countries. But this country has a very long history about underage girls and musicians. And to the point where they were even writing songs about it. Remember Aaliyah, Age is Just a Number. And that's not even just that song. I mean, plenty of songs. Back in the day, 90s, I think, is when a lot of people were saying tenderoni. Tenderoni was an underage girl. So, yeah, there's a lot of history with underage girls and music. Very true.
All the way back to the 1930s. For example, the Rolling Stones had a lyric in one of their songs that said, "I don't care that you're 15 years old, I don't want to see no ID." Ugh, gross.
Yep.
Another example dates all the way back to 1937 from Sonny Boy Williamson, a Mississippi blues duo. Those lyrics said, "Good morning, little schoolgirls, can I come home with you? Tell your mama and your papa I'm a little schoolboy too." Double gross.
Yep.
What makes that one even worse is that it was repeatedly played by multiple music legends, including Chuck Berry, who served 2 years in prison for driving a minor across state lines when he was 33. Huey Lewis and Paul Rogers, too.
All right, how does it sound now? Okay. Oh, Windows 10 update. I love you. You're making my video lag and the mic doesn't want to work. This is wonderful. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I did an update. For those of you who just came in, I did an update. Oh, and by the way, just to let you know, there's a lag between when I speak to y'all and when y'all type. So I get it after the first, 10 people telling me to fix it. It's just that I had to take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. It's crazy. So, yeah. So, all right. So, let's keep going. Thank you, Windows Update. I appreciate it.
As if the lyrics aren't bad enough, older men dating and even marrying young minor girls, and again, I'm saying girls, not women, have been alarmingly common in the music industry. One of the most famous examples of this came from Elvis Presley. Elvis allegedly had a long-standing history of dating girls while they were still minors. Then, when he was 24 years old, he began dating Priscilla Beaulieu, who was only 14 at the time. Despite the 10-year difference, no one seemed to bat an eye. 2 years later, when she was only 16 years old, they moved in together. They would later marry after she finally turned 18. In an interview with Barbara Walters, Priscilla said, "I can only go back to his concept of what he wanted in a woman. Somewhere in the past, he wanted a virgin." Now, there's a lot that can be said by this comment itself. But the fact that an extremely famous 24-year-old dated a 14-year-old without any backlash or concern whatsoever is just shocking.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna back out and go back in.
Shocking.
They started dating when she was 14. She was 8. They finally got married when she was 18.
What makes it worse is that this was not his first time doing this, and as I said, he dated minor girls before without any concern from the music industry. Another famous example comes from the bassist for Rolling Stones, Bill Wyman, who famously began dating Mandy Smith when she was only 13 years old. According to various tabloids and articles that reported on the relationship at the time, Smith's parents approved of the relationship. Instead of questioning it, tabloids in the UK instead called Smith the original wild child. Years later, when Smith turned 18, the pair got married, but they separated only 2 years later. When asked about the marriage in an interview with the Daily Mail in 2010, Smith said she regretted the past, saying, "You can never get that part of your life, your childhood back. I never could." She went on to say, "Some girls aren't even ready then. If it happened today, Wyman would be absolutely vilified by the press. He'd be in jail." Of course, one of the most recent examples of the music industry willfully ignoring a star's predatory behavior is that of R. Kelly. Now, clearly,
Goddamn R. Kelly. R. Kelly. That is such a sore spot with me.
I don't have the time to go over every single detail of the R. Kelly saga. If you'd like me, let me know, and maybe I'll consider it, though it is quite gross and horrific.
I mean, okay, look, they're all gross and horrific, all right? It just what hit the sore spot with me with R. Kelly. I remember when he and Aaliyah got married. And I remember the social norm was he was getting a pat on his back and she was called fast. And it's just, it irritates the absolute shit out of me. Even back then, I stopped listening to R. Kelly back then because it pissed me off. I remember them going, "Oh, she's fast, she's fast, she's fast. But good job, R. Kelly." Good job. Got yourself a young one. Oh, it pissed me off back then. Pissed me off back then. And everybody knew it. Everybody fucking knew it. So, I don't know. That's just a sore spot for me, I guess, because I lived through that time. And then all the other shit that he did afterwards, I just... Oh.
But R. Kelly's history with underage girls is extensive, and the history of the music industry ignoring it is just as convoluted and disastrous. Sadly, these are just a few of the most famous instances of musicians engaging in predatory behavior and relationships with underage girls. There are many others, and this is why it's so concerning to see and hear about the multiple concerning comments that Machine Gun Kelly has made. But even more difficult to grapple with is that a lot of the music industry is indifferent towards the statements he's made. While Machine Gun Kelly hasn't committed the atrocious acts like R. Kelly or anyone we've mentioned previously, it's important to remember
Okay, do y'all hear this good? I know what the update... Well, here's the good thing. The good thing is I know what the update did. I just gotta fix it. The update fucked up my the background. The behind the scenes of the computer and my setting for my microphone. That's what happened. Because ever since I did the setting correctly... I haven't had the problem with that microphone, so basically the update fucked it all up. So, I pulled out what Skip calls Old Faithful. Because she's just a plug-in mic, and I don't have to go in and do a bunch of stuff with her. But I just have to go in and reset my settings. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I ain't doing it tonight. Alright, oh, shit, let me plug in my headset, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, let me plug in my headset. My bad! Sorry about these tech issues, dude. I had an update before that, and it didn't fuck with my mic, and now it's fucking with my mic, so... I apologize.
remember that a lot of those acts started out as gross comments that everyone just ignored. And that's why it's so important to not keep letting this slide. Machine Gun Kelly has been making wildly inappropriate and deeply awful comments related to underage girls even before he gained his record deal with Interscope Records in 2011. But recently, the folks on TikTok and beyond have begun to take notice and collect the receipts of his comments.
Oh, somebody mentioned stuff about TikTok with Machine Gun Kelly. I forgot who it was. I forgot who you were that said something, but I remember somebody earlier saying something about TikTok.
Comments. One of the first came in 2010 when he tweeted that he felt like a creeper. The full tweet reads, "I wish 13, 14, 15-year-old girls weren't allowed to be so hot so I wouldn't feel like such a creeper when I look at them. I'm just 19. Hashtag I'm just saying." Then in...
That's not good. That's not good at all. What the fuck was he thinking when he tweeted that? What the fuck was he thinking? Holy shit, dude.
2013, during an interview, he discussed having a crush on Kendall Jenner, who was only 17 at the time. The interviewer asked if he was counting down the days until she was 18, which is already incredibly weird to say. But then his response made the situation even worse. He responded to the question by saying he was not waiting until she was 18 since he was 23 and he felt like it wasn't a creepy age. As if that wasn't bad enough, he went on to add that apparently since she's a celebrity, there's no limits right there. This is a whole other conversation about how society looks at girls.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. She's a celebrity, so there's no limits. This motherfucker said, she's a celebrity, so there's no limits. Exactly, Kiki. That isn't a thing. That is most definitely not a thing. What the hell? Oh my god.
Girls who are celebrities as being older or having
I hadn't heard of that one before.
We have seen the same type of rhetoric
Like him
used to
saying
explain
that.
inappropriate comments about Millie Bobby Brown and Billie Eilish, who have both recently turned 18. But, like I said, it's a whole other conversation. All I'll say is someone being a celebrity does not magically make them older, and saying so is worrisome at least. But as if that wasn't bad already, he decided to continue on and say, "I don't care, say what you want, man. If Kendall Jenner is in your bedroom naked and you're 50, you're going." He continued in the interview to explain why he felt this was perfectly acceptable, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to discuss the music industry's history of allowing and accepting inappropriate relationships between underage girls and grown men because of the exact excuse he used. He said, "Robert Plant, who was one of the greatest lead singers ever, dated a girl that was 14. Axl Rose, who was one of the biggest badasses ever, dated a girl that was 16. I don't care."
That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. And the sad thing is he has a daughter. Oh my god. And believe me, this is a nervous smile, you see. It's just that I cannot believe that came out of his mouth. Like, dude, do you think that's okay? Like, is that, really? Oh my god.
Say what you want, man. Of course, when this video resurfaced on TikTok, multiple people reacted by saying it was repulsive, among other things.
Yeah?
Honestly, I can't say I disagree with them. This type of language is repulsive, and the fact that he had facts waiting to explain why it was okay makes it so much worse. He thought through this justification of wanting to fuck someone who was underage. Then, of course, there is the infamous feud between him and the rap god himself, Eminem, which allegedly started after Machine Gun Kelly made inappropriate comments about Eminem's daughter Xylie on Twitter. In 2012, when MGK was 21 years old, Xylie was 15, and he posted a tweet that said this: "Okay, so I just saw a picture of Eminem's daughter, and I have to say, she is hot as fuck in the most respectful way possible because M is king."
Okay, I just want to let people know something, all right? Because I see this shit all the time, and I just want to let everybody know, not just YouTubers, not just YouTube, anybody who is watching, I need to let y'all know. Just because you put respectful in the statement, if you say something fucked up, it's still fucked up. Respectful does not save your ass. Just like saying peace and love, which I got something for Ethan Klein later tonight anyway. But just because you say peace and love, it don't mean it wasn't a fucked up statement in the first place. A statement like that talking about my 15-year-old daughter will get you checked. I'm just saying. Making a statement about someone's 15-year-old daughter, don't get mad when you get checked. However that check comes to you. I'm just saying. In the most respectful way possible. She's hot as fuck. She's 15. She was 15. Ugh!
Following this tweet, a pretty epic feud occurred between Eminem and MGK that resulted in multiple songs released over the years. However, years later, MGK claimed on The Breakfast Club that when he posted the tweet, he didn't know how old she was and was simply reacting to how this person that we had known through records has grown up. And I know a lot of people who grew up listening to Eminem were very aware of who Xylie was and roughly how old she was at the time too. But reacting to how she's grown up does not mean making creepy comments on her physical appearance when she was only 15 years old. And while there are some fan theories that suggest that the feud between the two was actually made up or staged for publicity purposes, that does not excuse the use of the inappropriate and crude language directed towards a 15-year-old girl from a 21-year-old. All I can say on that is, thank God Eminem delivered the kill shot.
That's some Mr. Girl stuff. Oh, I said it. I said it. That was some Mr. Girl shit right there. Just saying. All right, continue.
Now, over the years, Machine Gun Kelly's language has definitely raised some red flags for music fans. However, some of his fans seem to think that he has only made one of these comments and that it's just no big deal.
I thought he only made the one. I'm going to be honest. I thought he only made the one, and that was Eminem's daughter. I really thought that he only made the one. No. I don't think M would have involved his daughter in a stunt for beef. No, I agree with you creatively. No, he wouldn't have done that. Eminem's gotten in beef. I mean, granted, now Eminem's gotten in beef with pretty much everybody. But his most like furious ones were with people who said slick shit about his daughter. Just saying.
Doesn't seem to have an extreme impact on his career as he continues to grow and release new music. And while maybe he's comfortable with being the little trash gremlin that ran away from rap music, did some pop punk, and then now claims he's going to go back and do rap music and it has nothing to do with being bullied out of the pop punk scene, allegedly, I don't know. It's just funny to watch him run from genre to genre personally, like with his tail tucked between his legs.
Yeah. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. He does run from genre to genre with his tail tucked between his legs. He actually does. He actually does. That's not a lie.
That's a different thing entirely. I think the most disappointing thing out of all of this, honestly, is I personally really liked Megan Fox, and to see that she's like okay with this type of person, it just makes me like really disappointed in her. Like, sometimes certain people are just garbage and that's the end of the story, right? But then it's like, but you were so awesome. Why would you date the trash? And
I think she summed that up very well. But you were so awesome. Why did you date the trash?
And that's just kind of what it feels like. And, you know, damn, that sucks. If she's happy, I guess, good for her. But I would not be happy dating someone who thinks that 13, 14, and 15-year-old girls are hot and sexy. But that's just me, I guess. But with all of that being said, that's a whole ton of my opinions. And that's where we're ending today's episode.
Bam. Ooh. What I learned tonight was MGK is a lot more problematic than I knew. I didn't know a lot of that stuff. I did not know that. And again, I appreciate everybody who hung out during the technical difficulties. I didn't even think, because like I said, I had an update before this one. I had an update like a few days ago, and it was fine. and it didn't fuck with my microphone, and I was good. Did the whole members live, no problem. This update literally today, I didn't even think to go check my background settings for my microphone and stuff. I know exactly what it is. I just have to go back to the directions because I'm old and I can't remember things, and fix it. So thank goodness we have good old faithful right here. Yeah, I didn't know, Skip. I really didn't know. I watch Illuminaughtii. I like Illuminaughtii stuff. I watch her videos. Oh, creatively, thank you for joining Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, but I didn't know all that about him. I'm damn glad I wasn't familiar with do you mean MGK? Master Mouse? Mouse? Is that who you mean? MGK? I didn't know all that. That was crazy. Like I said, I only knew the one I knew for a fact was the statement that started off the M&M beef. Which, I'm sorry, you making a statement about somebody's 15-year-old child? That deserves a check. A statement like that. Not saying, oh, she's really cute for a 15-year-old, or, you know, she's really pretty, or something like that, but she's hot as fuck? A 15-year-old? Nah, you deserve a check. And it just so happened to be your rap career. I'm just saying. I'll have to look that up, Kiki. My hair needs to be dyed very badly. I am now in, I'm starting to match my cat Pumpkin, who is a tortoiseshell, where we have like about 15,000 colors on my hair right now. I need to re-dye it. It's either going to happen tomorrow or Sunday, because I'm going to trim it a little bit myself too, because I'm a cheap ass. But yeah, I'm looking like either a calico or I would say more like a tortoiseshell cat, because I got like 15,000 colors in it. Look, we got some red, we got some blonde, we got some orange, we got some brown, black, and then throw in the gray that's in there. I'm just a tortoiseshell cat right now. Yeah, me and Pumpkin are twinsies, except for she doesn't have pink in her hair. I don't know. Pumpkin's not in here, baby. I don't know where Pumpkin is. Oh, I bought her and Penelope. I bought Penelope the bed first, and then I bought the identical bed for Pumpkin because they are bigger cats, so I want to get them a bigger bed. Tell me why Penelope, when she sees Pumpkin sleeping in the other bed, Penelope gets out of her bed and pushes Pumpkin out of the other bed. I told y'all. Penelope's a diva. You keep saying, wait. It does look cute, though. You keep saying that it'll happen once Willie teases you again. Did y'all see what Willie said today? Best believe a very strongly worded DM went to Willie today after he tagged me under a Keemstar post where this chick sent some kind of voice note to Keemstar. First of all, I wouldn't have said at all what she would have said. But he went under the going, Xylie Star Gaming, at Xylie Star Gaming, are you trying to get at Dreamy Keem? Or something like that, or Dreamy Keemy? I'm like, no, you asshole, and it doesn't even sound like me. Yes, Jared, that was funny and fucked up. It was very fucked up. It was very fucked up. And I let him know in the DMs how fucked up it was. And you know the response I got? The cry laugh emoji. That's it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put you on blast, but the cry laugh emoji. Okay, you little shit. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Oh, by the way, I have some good news, okay? First of all, I'm going live. Let's see. So, I'll probably be ending this in the next, 5 minutes. But I'm going live probably at 10 p.m. So, in 45 minutes, I should be going live on my second channel. Remember when we were looking up the stuff with Bullhorn Betty? Well, I did get, whoever were there, I did get a hold of Burnt Toast, and Burnt Toast said she would like to come on, that she would indeed like to come on to the show so we can talk about Bullhorn Betty and how she's threatening Burnt Toast and stuff like that, and give a, background on her and stuff. So Burnt Toast will be here hopefully next week. She's supposed to let me know this weekend when she's available to come on. So, just to give y'all a little heads up on that. Sorry. You got to pull rank and give him a timeout. Yeah, timeout. Right there. So, just to give y'all... Yeah, I'm pretty excited to talk to her. Yep. So, because I know she's having issues with Bullhorn Betty. And then, supposedly, once I find out when Bullhorn Betty is coming on, AT2 is going to be interviewing me on his channel probably sometime next week, too. And I just don't know when. What is your second channel? Okay, give me a second, and I will give that to you. Just give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay, that's the second channel. Tonight, I'm just going to give y'all a preview of what I'm talking about. I have had it with Hassan Piker. I held off as long as I could. Okay? He was making a couple of mistakes here and there. He was doing a little... He never dressed well, but that's okay because he was so good looking it didn't matter how he dressed. Alright? But this last episode of him and Ethan Klein has pissed me all the way off. And then there's another issue going on with Hassan with another creator that I want to cover. So it's going to be, we're going to be watching a bunch of videos. And hopefully maybe I can clip some stuff out and put them on here on this. His chair is innocent, though. That's right, Taylor. His chair is innocent. Hassan's chair is innocent. But I have had it with Hassan Piker. And I really, really liked Hassan Piker. I was talking to a friend today. And I really did. I liked Hassan Piker. But he's changed. He's changed to a point I can't do it anymore. And it's not because it's the in thing to do to not like Hassan Piker. Because if you notice, Willie made Hassan Piker videos and I didn't cover them. But after what him and Ethan did, I'm done. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Yeah, Rennie, you saw my tweet. Yeah, I'm done. So we'll talk about that later on tonight. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to eat some food. I'm just going to use this mic because I'll deal with the other mic later on. So I used to like Hassan Piker. I used to think he was sexy as hell. My God, that man was so fine. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. Y'all have a good night. And remember, keep it real.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. I know I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker